Another beautiful segment of our live stream where we talk about traditional spiritism, where we talk about the water kingdom, the water element, where we talk about our beautiful queen mother, where we talk about where we talk about water as an element, where we talk about being a water child, being a mariner. I welcome you all to another beautiful program, of our today's live stream. How was the previous week? I hope the previous week was fabulous. It was amazing. And I hope your heart's desires for the previous week came to accomplishment. I hope what your heart desired, what you wished, you actually got what you wished, what you wanted for the previous week. And to those of you that have their several place of businesses, I hope to you made a lot of beautiful sales. To people too that are government workers, I also hope that beautiful lines fell into beautiful places for you all. I hope the previous week was awesome. It was fabulous. And to those too that their previous week that they did not meet their heart's desires. Let's say they planned, they strategized, they tried this, they tried that, against all odds. Everything they put their hands into did not actually actualize. It did not materialize. It did not come to pass as they wished. Don't worry, don't give up. Giving up is not an option. Don't give up. It did not happen last week does not mean it won't happen at all at all. Definitely, it not happen last week. Definitely it will happen. It will happen. Just be very hopeful. Just be very hopeful. Don't let your guide down. Hi Idrissa. Hi, how you doing? I hope it is not muted, right? Okay, yeah, it's fine. Okay, before I proceed, let me entertain you guys with this beautiful song of the Queen Mother. With this beautiful song of the Queen Mother. Ụmụ mmiri ya gazienu o, ise jenu gwava o na mmiri ga-adịgide elu, jenu jee gwava o na mmiri abụrụ ọgwụ o. Jenu jee gwavanụ o na mmiri ga-adịgide elu, jenu jee gwavanụ o na mmiri ụmụ mmiri jenu jee gwavanụ o na mmiri ga-adịgide elu, jenu jee gwavanụ o na mmiri abụghị ọgwụ o. Jenu jee gwava o na mmiri ga-adịgide elu, jenu jee gwava o na mmiri ndị dada mmiri jenu jee gwavanụ o na mmiri ga-adịgide elu, jenu jee gwavanụ o na mmiri abụghị ọgwụ o. Jenu jee gwava o na mmiri ga-adịgide elu, jenu jee gwava o na mmiri njeze nwanyị jenu jee gwavanụ na mmiri ga-adịgide elu, jenu jee gwavanụ na mmiri abụghị ọgwụ o. Jenu jee gwava o na mmiri ga-adịgide elu, jenu jee gwava o na mmiri njekọrọ mmiri jenu jee gwavanụ na mmiri ga-adịgide elu, jenu jee gwavanụ na mmiri abụghị ọgwụ o. Jenu jee gwava o na mmiri ga-adịgide elu, jenu jee gwava o na mmiri ndị dada mmiri jenu jee gwavanụ na mmiri ga-adịgide elu, jenu jee gwavanụ na mmiri abụghị ọgwụ o. Jenu jee gwava o na mmiri ga-adịgide elu, jenu jee gwava o na mmiri ndị dibịa mmiri jenu jee gwavanụ na mmiri ga-adịgide elu, jenu jee gwavanụ na mmiri abụghị ọgwụ o. Jenu jee gwava o na mmiri ga-adịgide elu, jenu jee gwavanụ na mmiri abụghị ọgwụ o. Jenu jee gwavanụ na mmiri ga-adịgide elu, jenu jee gwavanụ na mmiri njekọrọ mmiri jenu jee gwavanụ na mmiri ga-adịgide elu, jenu jee gwavanụ na mmiri abụghị ọgwụ o. jenu je gwavanụ na mmiri ga-adịgidenu, jenu je gwavanụ na mmiri abụghị ọgwụ o. I come across this beautiful song. I have sung this song severally. I said to myself, you see, today I am coming to entertain you guys with this song. Jenu Jegwafa na mmiri abụghị ọgwụ. Some people actually wrote me, they said to me, why don't you do your teachings in Igbo language? Why don't I do my teachings in Igbo language? And I simply replied them and said that I will answer them when I come live next week, Sunday, which is today. So the reply of why I don't do my teachings, according to them, they said, since I am teaching, I am talking about Igbo tradition. Since I am talking about Igbo tradition, why don't I do it in Igbo language? The answer is simple. It's not everybody that understands Igbo. And most especially, the world is actually a global one. We don't really, okay, I speak Igbo, you understand me, but another person doesn't understand me. The mandate is to save lives. And saving lives is not limited to a certain tribe. Saving life is not limited to only my territory. Saving life is a global thing, like global. You understand? So this is the main reason why I will continue doing my programs and my teachings in English language, except if there is need for me to use Igbo. Except if there is need, if there is this important need for me to use my dialect, just Igbo alone, then you see me speak Igbo. But outside that, we move. See us, see English. We're using English. So please, if you're not very comfortable with English and everything, please bear with me. But on the contrary, if it's not fine by you, as simple as ABCDU, please kindly, respectfully take a walk. So having said this, I welcome you all to today's beautiful live stream. I welcome you all once again. I hope our previous week was superb. Sis Kamal, good evening. Good evening. How are you? I welcome you. Idrissa, good evening. How are you? I welcome you all to today's beautiful live stream. Yeah, from the topic, I said any day that one stops learning, automatically the person starts buying. Because we learn continuously. We learn every day. We learn day by day. Nobody knows it all. Nobody is an island of knowledge. I don't know it all. You two don't know it all. I share my experience with you, my knowledge with you, and I also acquire more knowledge from other people too. Same way you also acquire from other people too. You get from here, you get from there, you get from there. You put them together and you make out something. You understand? Having said this, there is something that I have been meaning to tell you people, tell you all. It has to do with our foundations. It has to do with where we come from. So many of us are actually passing through crimes that we did not commit. So many of us are actually suffering because of things that we did not do, that we did not know of, because of crimes that we never saw, that we never did. Which now brings me to this topic of family bondage. You listening to me, what is your family background like? What is your family background like? I don't mean the one you came to see. My dad was, if he's no longer alive or if he's still alive, my dad is wealthy. I come from a wealthy home. I come from this home. I come from an influential home. There is more to the influential and the wealthy and everything you're saying today. As a person, what is the spiritual background? What is the spiritual background of your family? Do you know that so many people today, So many people today are suffering from things they know nothing about, are suffering from problems they did not create, from problems they know nothing about. That is why I always say, if you happen to see your grandparents, go close to them. Then, if you did not see your grandparents, make consultation your best friend, because it has a lot to do for you as a person. So many of us are actually suffering from family, but yeah, you see, in this our present day, all we ask for is, God, I want to be rich, I want to have money, I want to be wealthy, I want to be prosperous, I want my business to excel, I want this to happen, I want that to happen. But you listening to me, have you ever sat down before? Have you ever sat down before and prayed? The topic of your prayer is, God, show me the master plan of my foundation. Show me the master plan of where I come from. Some of us are actually coming from a very faulty foundation. These are not problems that praying and fasting can actually solve. These are not problems that going to church, going from one ministry to the other ministry can actually solve. That is why I always tell people, you too that is also listening to me, in your bid to succeed, in your bid to make wealth, in your bid to excel in life, even if you're not doing for yourself, even if you don't want to reason, you don't want to be reasonable for yourself, you don't want to think about the repercussion, about the future for yourself, think about it. Just you reflect on all your actions before you take them. Like reflect on your plans before you actualize them, before you put them into before you put them into accomplishment. Reflect on them, because of people that will come from your loins, because of people that will follow after you. Who are these people that will follow after you? Your children, your children. Reflect because of them. Even if you don't want to do good because of yourself, you don't love yourself to that extent, that much, to want to do good. You want it anyhow it is, let it come, let it scatter, let it end today. Think, like, just try, reflect, sit down, relax, think about front, think about back, think about the advantage, think about the disadvantage, because of people that will come after you. Because after leaving, when you go, you create unnecessary drama, unnecessary problem, unnecessary hardship for an innocent generation, people that have come to this world to fulfill their mandate. You create unnecessary problem for them. Even Bible said, Psalm 11 verse 3, it says, if the foundation has been destroyed, what can the righteous do? I used this verse so you understand clearly where I am coming from and what exactly it is I am talking about. If the foundation has been destroyed, what can the righteous, which is you listening to me, I myself that is speaking, if our foundations has been destroyed, if our foundation is faulty, what can you and I, which is the righteous, that find ourselves in this kind of family, that find ourselves in this kind of foundation, what can we do? Parents have a whole lot of roles to play in the life of their children. That your children will succeed, at least 60 or 70% of it lies in your hands. That they will remain stagnant, that nothing will move well for them, that they will start experiencing rising and falling, 60 or 70% of it too lies in your hand. So you as a parent, you as an intending parent, you that is also parenting already, you that is very much single, that has plans of bringing children to this world, Biko, try as much as possible to live a just life, to keep your hands clean. I know how it can be. At times, it can really be very frustrating When you've tried this, is not going. You've tried that, is not working out. You've tried this, is not working out. Like you've done virtually everything, and things are not working out well. I know, to some extent, most especially for people that have actually tested this sugar before, for people that have actually licked this sugar before, for people that have actually tested wealth, that has actually tested riches, that has actually been on top before, coming down again, crashing to square one. I know how it is. And I also know the zeal too for one to also rise up back. And I also know the zeal too for you to struggle, for you to want to do everything that is humanly possible to make sure you bounce back on your feet. I know exactly how it feels. But please, the only thing I am begging you is don't put your hand into things you will regret tomorrow. Even if you don't regret them, don't put your hands into things that your children, your offsprings will regret tomorrow. So many of us that come from very wealthy family, your parents or the people that brought this wealth into this family has done one or two things. You see this thing that they say that there are compounds where you will move to. You always hear people say, since I moved into this compound, things have not been excelling for me. Since I moved into that compound, things have not been working out well for me. Since I moved into here, things have not been doing well for me. Those things are true. Those things are real. There are some compounds that you move into. Even your own family house too. Even where you come from too. That has very faulty, very, very, very faulty foundation. Maybe in the times in just like you and I now, maybe when our parents, when they were growing, when they were doing their okorobia, when they were trying to meet up, when they were doing this, when they were doing that, also mind you, evil charms, okite, all of them, anything that has to do with evil, anything that involves human sacrifice, mind you, it is not our tradition. That is not what we are preaching. That is not the route we say we should go back to. That is not the route we are talking about. That is not what we are preaching on a daily basis that we should go back to. That is not it. Those ones are evildoers. They are there in the they are there. Most Christians are the ones practicing this. The same way Christians too are also practicing this. That is also the same way traditionalists too are also practicing this. But that is not the tradition, the roots everybody is campaigning for us to go back to. We are campaigning for us to go back to a route where we just have to chew larger, where we just have to do little sacrifices, where we just have to do water sacrifices, land sacrifices, where we have to do our 3-road junction sacrifices, where we have to do our 4-road junction sacrifices, where we have to do our 3rd road sacrifices, where we have to do aja where we have to remove dirt from our head with fruits, herbs, leaves, animals. We are not talking about anything that involves human sacrifice. It is not part of it. It is not part of it. It is only greedy people that falls into this kind of temptation. Somebody once called me, and the person was saying, things are this, things are that, things are this, things are that, things are not moving, plenty things, you know. After saying, I simply advised and said, please and please, if you want this, yeah, there is this, but it is not good because of the people that you've already brought to this world, because of the people that you will bring to this world, because of children. If you find yourself from this environment, from this family, that things are not moving well, if you find yourself in this kind of family, that if Mr. Okay, does like he's rising up, before you know what is happening, everybody's hope is now centered on okay, let him rise, he will come and lift with the younger ones. If you find yourself in this kind of environment, before you know what is happening, Okeke has fallen back. Before you know what is happening, Ijoma has risen again. Before you know what is happening, Ijoma has fallen down. And before you know what is happening, this other person has risen again. It is just like that. Better world, how are you? Port Harcourt, how are you doing? How is River State today? If you find yourself in this kind of environment, if you find yourself in this kind of family, you no longer need a soothsayer to tell you that something is wrong. You no longer need a soothsayer to tell you that there is more. There is more to this family wahala that is even beyond what you are experiencing, that's even beyond what you're seeing. There's this family in my place. Everybody, like these people, they are big brothers. From beginning to the end, from beginning to the end. In fact, nature, the universe, forgive me, but I am not talking bad about people. I just want to give an illustration. I'm not talking bad about people. What happens is, from beginning to the end, these people I'm telling you, they are more than 16 or 15 in the family. Their dad got married to two wives. He held the deity, the gods of my neighbor of my village, Gogo, before he died. So since he now died, there was nothing like a proper handover. He's now there. Definitely, the next chief priest now will no longer come from, yeah, we are the same family, but they are different. We are different, but the same surname. So there is supposed to be a proper sacrifice and offerings that will be done before this deity can now be lifted to another place, to the next person that is supposed to be the chief priest. But unfortunately, after the demise of this my uncle, the children, all of them are Christians. What they now did, this auntie will carry church people and come for liberation. Let me say December. Easter, another brother will carry family, church people, and also come for another liberation too. Another time again, August, when they are coming for August meeting, another auntie will also carry people and come for liberation. December again, they will also carry people again and come for liberation. January, New Year, they also bring other people too for liberation. This is how I have known this family. Since I was born, this is how I have known this family. Go, no, they go, come, no, they come. Like, nothing is happening. It got to a point, one of them now got some money. Immediately he started building, immediately he laid his foundation. He had problems where he was working, which now rendered him, presently now, he doesn't have anything doing. Presently now, everybody, before you know what is happening, this one has gotten, before you know what's happening, they've crashed down. Before you know, this one I've gotten, they've crashed. This one I've gotten, they've crashed. Then what is now the problem? Most of you listening to me now, we say, yeah, this is the reason why we say this tradition has so many, there are so many things that is wrong with this tradition. Tradition is not good. Tradition is this, tradition is that. Why will it be tormenting the people? Why, when they are not even the ones that serve the... I know that will be the thought in so many of your people's mind. But let me tell you something. They don't count second before first. And the people will always say, am I happy Isiaka? This is Isiaka. This is the head of the hand. You cannot do like this. In Igbo, we call it Orium, something Orium or so. I don't know how they call it again, but I think it's Orium. You cannot do this. You cannot do this Orium without this head of the hand. Let me try with these hands. You see, they're not making noise. But except you use this one, which is the pillar of our hands. You start from grassroots. What are they supposed to do in this scenario now? As simple as ABCD. Their father has gone, and instead of, do you even know what they even did? They went and packed everything that was in the shrine and threw it away. They burnt some and they threw some away. The shrine now is empty. They're falling the house. Nothing is there again. But still, that is now where they incurred these problems upon themselves. Desperate measures requires desperate means. It is not everything they do with muzzle. It is not everything they do with open eye. It is not everything they do with now who go talk, now me go talk. I can say. The ways of the gods is not the ways of man. The ways of Chukwokikabiama is not the ways of man. We are Igbos. We are Africans. this is who we are. As simple as ABCD. What they were supposed to do is what? Simple. They will call upon the elders of the land. Okay, this and this and this and this. Our father, their father is no more. Simple. We want you people to do the normal sacrifice, the normal ritual, the normal everything, and take it out from our family, because definitely that same family is not the family that is supposed to bring the next chief priest. And the normal necessary rites will be done. And the gods and everything that the father held while he was alive will be taken away from the family, and you see them excel. And you see them excel. But they started doing it with muzzle, 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 muzzle. In the midst of you always praying for success, always praying for riches, always praying for good things, have you sat down just one day to tell Chukwokika Abiyama that he should give you the master plan of your life, of your foundation, of the place where you find yourself? Do you know the history of your family? What is your family known for during the olden days? What is that special gift that your family has during the olden days? What was that thing that your great-grandfather did? What was that thing that your great-grandfather did? What was he known for in the olden days? These are very important in everybody's lives. These are way, way important in everybody's life. For you to know these informations, at least when things are going astray, you know where to lay your hands on. And if you don't have anybody you can ask, or you don't have anybody you can do this kind of communications with, let's say our grandparents are no longer there, then your parents themselves, because yes, it is during our parents' time. You see this Christianity of a thing. Now our parents, during our parents' time, they are the people that they actually brainwashed well. Then it is now this our generation that is going back, fighting for, bringing back those things that our parents, our own immediate parents, those things that they left behind, those things they feel are no longer necessary. It is this our set now that is bringing it back. Then, if they don't know, as simple, you do what, you go for consultation. That is why they have seers. That is why we have seers. We have people that see. I already Dibia Miri. We have Dibia Miri, water priestesses and water priests. We have Dibia Morogunampa, native doctor for herbs and roots. We have people that do very good consultation. You go to see them. To do what? Check what is happening. Run a background, general checkup, general. Maybe when you reach there. Some of you suffer even the problems to yourselves. Some of you are the problems to yourself. This afternoon, somebody called me from UK, explaining to me how somebody has been, do I say he's duping? Yeah, let me use that word, duping. How somebody has been duping him, all in the name of being a water person, all in the name of being an Ezenwany, all in the name of being a spiritualist. The one that even made him now to call me is because the spiritualist, the said spiritualist now called him and told him that he will die in the next 3 days. Who does that? Who does that? To some extent, when people are complaining, when people are saying so many bad things about spiritualists, some spiritualists are actually the main reason. They are the one that triggers people into making all these negative utterances. As simple as ABCD. If you can't solve people's problems, if you can't help, simple, don't even stop wasting people's money. Stop wasting people's money. How can somebody tell somebody, according to the person that called me this evening, this afternoon, the person said that immediately she said you're a water person, that he sent money for the water work. After the water work, then after like 2 or 3 days, she will come up with another thing. After like 2 or 3, she will come up with another thing. Then the man now was telling me, he said, even when I tell her that I don't have this money, She will say, try, it's very necessary. Try, oh, try, oh, try, oh, do it, oh, do it, oh. That is how he will become tensed again to also start running helter skelter to look for where to also get money too. I tell people that you are a spiritualist, you are an Ezenwani, does not mean you should only depend on consultation and doing people's work. Because if you depend on only just these two, if your hand is not strong, you end up, even if you are a real person, even if you're genuine, you end up duping people. I'm just looking for the words to qualify what you end up being like. End up being like somebody that extorts, becoming an extorter, somebody that extorts money from people, which is not good. Immediately they finish telling this, she will say this again, she will say this again, she will say that for over 2 years now that he has known her, he has spent more than how many, did he even say is millions of naira? They called you to save life. That on this other occasion, he spoke with her, she wrote him and said, she just concluded one spiritual work like that for him, and now that she wants to go and wash clothes, meaning she will be indispensed for any sort of spiritual questions, because now she wants to wash clothes. Before you know what is happening, before the next 1 second again, that she has written him that she's now in the temple, that the spirit now said that he will die in the next 3 days if he doesn't bring money for one thing like that or for the other thing like that. That even from his background, even this person I'm talking about, I am sure he is listening to this program, because he said he listens to my live stream, that he's also expecting me to come live again this evening. So I'm very sure he's listening to this program. He also said that even from the background, he could hear her washing clothes. He could hear the sound of clothes that somebody's washing. But how can you now come and tell him that that you're already in the temple when you say you're going to wash clothes? Not just in the temple, that you've now seen that he will die in the next 3 days. Make una dey try fear God small. Make una dey try fear God small. People, it is now all about their pocket, making it very difficult, very, very difficult for people to even start this work, making it very difficult for people to even believe this work. Only for him now to be telling me, I was not like, let me not conclude now. But as for somebody telling you will die within the next 3 days, nah, come off it. Nothing is happening to you. You won't die. You will stay alive. Who is that person to say you will die? As your God, Abi, as what? Just because they want to extort money from people. It's just like one, two that also told my mother too. The person said to my mom, my second mother, you quote, my second mother, the person said to her, if you don't do this, if you don't do that, you will die. They are seeing you running mad. Can you imagine? You're messing with people's emotion, you're messing with people's mindset. I don't know if you even understand that some words you say to people, it does a whole lot of harm to people. When you say those words to people, they don't go back to sleep, or they don't go back and rest. Their life, their whole being automatically, before, it's just like, let me give an instance, it's just like somebody that has, for example, HIV, AIDS. If they've not discovered that they have this problem, if they've not discovered that they are sick of something like this, for example, you see them, they are living their life to the fullest, they're living their life to the fullest, but immediately anything takes them to the hospital, and they say to them, this is what is disturbing you, this is what you have this disease in you. Before you know what is happening, all their mind states, they become emotionally destabilized. All their thinking, all their well-being, everything about them, their mind is now focused. They have HIV. Oh, very soon they will die. Oh, they have HIV. Oh, very soon they will die. That is now what their mindset will be. Talk more things that are not real. It took me hours, days, before my second mother can actually understand that nothing will happen to her. She's there is no way she will run mad for any reason. Only for me to now ask this man this evening. I said, now, do you believe you will die? He said to me that he even told her that the last person that said to him that he will die, that the person died within 2 weeks. So she should be mindful of what she said to him. The man now is coming to complain, lament to me. But he's not good. That's not the right thing to do. That's not the right thing to do. In this our spiritual walk, if your hand never strong for the work, if you don't have any, let's say you're just starting, I don't advise you to solely put all your eggs into one basket of I have a spiritual call. I will start doing alpha consultation. I will start taking people to the river. I will start doing this work. I will start doing this other one, because you will end up making yourself a liar. You will end up making yourself a liar. And recently, from my conversations with people recently, I always said this I'm about to say now, almost in all my live streams. But I don't know why people still keep on making this same mistake every day. Pardon me to use this word. I don't know whether this mouth, I don't know whether the mouth they leak. I don't know whether we have a leaking mouth. I don't know. When you go to places for consultation, stop engaging yourself in unnecessary discussion. Stop engaging with the spiritualists with unnecessary discussion. The English people said, work first before pleasure. You work first before pleasure. When you go to a place for any sort of consultation, simple. Exchange pleasantries. Well done, sir. Hi, everyone. I came to see you. I hope everything is well. We thank God. Now, waiting I can't check. Now, make I know whether everything they okay. Simple. It's no. I don't know how I will shout this. I don't know how to explain this so you will understand. To some extent, una go still they use by on ourselves to see they fall into so many things. And at the end of the day, you're still complaining. You're still complaining. As simple as ABCD, when you go, pleasantries, then you do the consultation. But when they come, they engage you in unnecessary discussion. Una go they discuss, they go they you can decide your mouth, they will meet waiting carry you come. When you're not finished, they will not select few words from what you said. Then they will not use their brain and not play a fast one on your own intelligence, and in your mind, when they finish telling you, you not come out and you maybe now you see electrical hazard, she can always listen. You now call me and you start explaining to me. You see, this person said, you see, that person did not say. Very soon, no, very soon. I won't be having all that time. Like I'm not going to give that listening ear again. When they say this person say, Kalas, do what the person said. After going to explain, before the person even say one self, you've already said 100. Before the person even say, most of the times, we are just a problem to ourselves. This our oversabi, we too know. Oversabi, we know it all. We know what they're talking about. Just like one person one day that I gave her assignment. I say, use alligator pepper. Use alligator pepper. Put beside the 4 distance of your house. Only for her to now write for me. She now said to me, sister, I was on my own. She's still the one that came and complained, witches are disturbing. She's in Italy, beware. She's still the one that came and complained and said witches are disturbing this, that. The witch medicine I have presently at the moment, she doesn't have anybody that is traveling back that can give to her. Then I said, okay, since you no longer sleep at night, to remedy the situation, use 4 alligator pepper, place it in the 4 cardinal points of your wall. Only for me to finish dropping the voice note. Before you know what is happening, after some hours, only for auntie to now reply me and tell me, you see, I know someone. I now say, also place 1 2 under your pillow. She now say, I know some of these spiritual things. You see, somebody told me. She said, you see, I know that when you put alligator pepper on the ground, I know that it used to cause confusion. In my mind, I am like, what is this one again? How does putting alligator pepper on the ground again or putting alligator pepper under your pillow, how does it now bring confusion? How does it now bring quarrel in people's houses? How does it now bring wahala? How is putting alligator pepper, placing it, like how does it now bring problem? Immediately I heard this, I couldn't control my temper then. I got angry and I exploded. I then said to her, since you know all these things, why then did you come to ask me? Why then do you need my assistance? You just asked me, and I did not collect 1 naira for you. I not collect 2 naira from you. Out of my own church mind, I said, do this, which I know is the right thing to do. And you're coming to tell me that you see, you know all this spiritual thing. Since you know it all, and I said, my sister, nobody, even me that is practicing now, I don't know it all. Talk more, you. How then do you know it all? She now said, please, oh, forgive me. Oh. And I said, okay, you're talking about alligator people. I said, keep this one, carry this whole place here, carry this whole place just by the four corners of your room. What about the alligator people that they will not tell you, put 7 seeds inside the water for 1 or 2 spiritual bets, use it and bet to cleanse yourself? Those ones that you used to bet, what do they now cost? So she now said, sis, I'm sorry. Oh, you see, you know, this one. So they're looking for ways to now sweet talk me. In my mind, I'm just like, people, I know will just kill me. Nobody knows it all. You that have this spirit of oversabi, when you go to places, please learn to keep quiet. Learn to listen. Learn to listen. Most problems we have is because we don't listen. We talk more than we listen. Most people that have come encounter with me, we always say, electric oracle, you're very quiet. You don't talk. Only when you're making your videos that you talk. If you say 1 million things, you always see me only laughing. I will just be laughing. I will not contribute. I will just be laughing. But you say, let me be doing the listening. From those things you're saying, even out of the nonsense you're saying, there will still be sense in out of the nonsense that you're saying. I will pick some senses out of the nonsense that is being said. Most of the times when I'm discussing with people, even when I'm discussing with my close relative, you always see me with pen and paper. Out of what people are saying, it's just like my sister Kamal that is listening to me here. In fact, I have even told her, I said to her, I draw a whole lot of inspirations, a whole lot of topics from you because you're very intelligent. Because you have things upstairs, you're very intelligent. That is why whenever I speak with her, I talk and I listen. I allow her flow, talk the way it is in her mind because we interact very well like sisters. As she's talking, you see me, I am writing. If I am not with any other, you see me with my other phone, I am taking notes. I am getting some topics that I will teach on my YouTube from our discussions. Then if I don't have if I don't have a listening ear, for example, how will I picture or capture some things? Same thing too with my second mommy. When dealing with people, when dealing with intelligent people, always listen. Even you listening to me, listen. I too, as a spiritualist, I also listen too. In that way, we will come to a mutual understanding. We will come to an agreement. We will come to one thing. When you go to a place, before they even say one, say, this one is, and causing so many problems too in your family. Do you know that? Do you know that somebody actually said to me someday, he said, Electric Oracle, do you know you're the only person that has ever done consultation without saying this person did me or that person did not do me? Then me, myself, I then said to the person, you see people doing consultation, even church people doing consultation and telling somebody, this person is doing you, that person is not doing you. Even in my own family, in the place where I come from, it caused a very big problem. It caused a very big problem. You won't allow people do their consultation in peace. Just because maybe you had issues with somebody, just because there is this family relative that you're not, there is no way you will be. I want you to know something. There is no way everybody will love you. If everybody loves you, that means you will die quick. Good people know good people doesn't stay. Good people does not last on earth. Like if you're too good, you won't stay long on earth. I don't know how to explain this for you to understand. Like if everybody's talking good about you, you don't step on people's toes. People don't hate you. Like people are always loving you. Somebody once said to me when I came back from my youth service. Then somebody once said to me, the person said, "You see, I am just praying so you don't go quick. I'm praying so you don't go quick." I said, why is telling me you're praying so I don't go quick? Do I look like somebody that has a short life? Do I look like somebody that will not last on earth? What did you see? Why did you say this to me? He said, because people that have very pure spirit, people that have very pure spirit, very genuine spirit, they don't last on earth. Try as a human being to always step on people's toes sometimes. Let people talk bad about you small. If you also check out what is happening in our life, good people doesn't last. You see those bad people, the universe will keep giving them mercy to see if they would make a U-turn from those their bad ways. So there is no way everybody will love you. And there is also no way everybody will hate you. If everybody hates you, it is not a problem. So don't be discouraged when some people are not liking you and some people are liking. That is nature. That is the characteristics of that is one of the major characteristics of us being humans. Everybody cannot love you. And as a water person, the only thing I can advise you as a water person is, even if your foundation is faulty, let's say things are not moving for any other person. Let's say things are not moving for any other person in the family where one comes from. Let's say in the family where one comes from, they experience what we call rising and falling, or they experience what we call setback, or experience what we call premature death. You all know that there are families that only family there are families that they don't grow old. They don't grow old. It is just like they have this age that has already been numbered on the head of everybody, every member of the said family. Immediately this person is approaching 50 years, this person is becoming very scared. They will die you, they will die you. Immediately that other person is getting to this, before you know what's happening, and before you know what's happening, the other person that is approaching this 50, before you know what's happening, the person dies. That's why I tell people, try as much as possible. Get just one or two strong, capable hands. But if you're lucky enough to have just one capable hand, it will save you stress, it will save you the emotional trauma, it will save you money, it will save you your time, it will save you from a whole lot of unnecessary drama. I once said to my second mommy, I said to her, "Mommy, every time she will call me, my daughter, this person said this." Before you know what is happening, she will call me again. "My daughter, this person said this." Before you know what is happening, she will call me again. She will not say, "My daughter, this person said this." And I told her one day, I said, "Mommy, anybody that visits, anybody that is always in the habit of visiting, you're going from this native doctor to this native doctor to this native doctor to this native doctor, you end up not saving 1 naira. You end up spending all your money. Mmadụ ga-anọ ebe ọ na-aga ịzọrọ azọrọ. Mmadụ ga-anọ ebe ọ na-aga ịnyụ anyụ zọrọ azọrọ. You end up wasting everything you have as a person. Just get one or two strong hands. If you get one strong hand, perfect. Stop jumping from this place to that place. If you just discover that this is how your family is, this is how things are in your family. Somebody once said to me one day, she said, "The electric oracle, since I stopped visiting home, things are now better for him." Then he now still said to me, and then said, "You stopped visiting home. Don't you have parents?" He said he relocated his parents out from the village. Meaning in their house now, they just have people that takes care of the compound in their house. So otherwise, nothing is actually taking him back to the village anytime soon. I was not like, why? He said that he discovered that in that their compound, anything he calls his parents, let's say something good is about happening to him, and he may call his parents and be like, daddy, mommy, you people should pray, oh, you people should just be hopeful and pray for me. I'm expecting something. There's this business I'm doing that by the special grace of God, if it works out well, if that business manifests, in fact, it will even manifest in the next 2 days. If it manifests, I will buy this for you people, I will buy that for you people. All of us will smile. We start doing this project, I will start, money will come. Then immediately he tells his parents anything good that is about happening to him, automatically that thing will not come to pass again. Even if it has already got into his hands already, the thing will slip off his hands. That this is the kind of family he comes from. Then he got to this point, he started asking, what is happening? If he's not involved in a business, you see the business will scale through. Immediately he's involved. And out of maybe excitement or something, he tells, of course, why will you not tell your parents when they are your friends, when they are the God you're seeing, when they are the chi you're seeing, when they are your second God, apart from your creator, they are the God in Habuchi and Afwanya. Why will you not tell them about something good that is about happening to you? Because their own prayers too, their own my child shall be well with you too, has a whole lot of things to perfect in your life. Immediately he calls to tell them, before you know what's happening, it stops. Then I then said to him, what then did you do? How did you now overcome this? He said he sat down. He sat down, thought about it and said to himself, no, this is not ordinary. He thought about it and said, no, this is not ordinary. This person I'm telling you, I met him when I was still with my godfather. He came for consultation. Then after I think 3 months or 4 months, he now came back again. When he was even coming, Uncle Kuku followed by me gifts. I thanked him and I was very happy too for him. How was that issue now resolved? The issue was now resolved. That is why I tell you people, taboo cleansing is more than what you people know, is more than what you people think of, is more than what you can ever imagine. When done properly, when done well, taboo cleansing, there is nothing it doesn't solve. There is nothing that cannot be bridged with taboo cleansing. It is another thing for something to be tying you down. Let's say you have a faulty environment. It is another thing for this energy to tie you down. Me and you know that there is nothing you will do. There is no amount of struggle you will struggle that will yield positive results. You and I know that there is no way you will suffer in this life that you will progress, because the foundation, the root is already messed up. The foundation is already messed up. You that is the righteous in this foundation, there is nothing you can do. It is not even by you being a momijio. It's not even by you sleeping in the church. It's not even by you being one of the head minister or head church person in your church. It is not by it at all. When foundation is faulty, traditionally, we also follow it up traditionally too. As simple as ABCD. When they were doing this taboo cleansing for him, the person that does this taboo cleansing, we always say, anywhere they are holding this person, whether na table omoada, whether na table omo, whether in the table of the in Igbo, let me say I am from Umunebo. Even if I get married now and I go outside my state, I am always Mwada in the place where I come from. I am always in the Ada meeting in the place where I come from. Hope you understand what I mean. So even if it's in the table of, let's say I offended, this said person offended the Omoadas. Whether this person offended the Omoapos, I think Omoapo are people that they married to a particular place. whether this person offended the Nzes, which are the red cap chiefs, whether this person offended the Ndi Chiefs, whether there is family foundation that is following this person, everything that is holding these other people, whether in your family, when people get married, they don't stay in their husband's house, they definitely something will bring them back to their father's house. Whether this person offended in the table of Ndi Nzenozo, also title holders, whether this person offended in this table of people or that other table of people, whether this person has offended in the table of traditional rulers, people that did native doctor before they went back to their creator, whether this person offended the spirit or offended that spirit, whether the person offended the water people, whether the person offended the air people, whether the person offended the air fire people, whether the person offended the land people, that is what this person that does this taboo cleansing will always put into check. We always put, he will mention, pinpoint hands in all these areas. Pinpoint hands in all these areas. And say, whether you're offended in any of these, please, anywhere they are holding this person, anywhere they are holding this person, also create a foundation where this person is coming from, that the person is pleading and interceding with their offer, which is different from native doctors' offer. Why you people, I'm even expecting people to always reason and think, this lady that is always talking about taboo cleansing, and she has made mention that native doctors don't do taboo cleansing. Now, what is her interest? What does she stand to gain from always telling people to go for taboo cleansing, even when she herself don't do this taboo cleansing because it is not in her office? Because, you see, if it's about wealth, wealth will come. If it's about my beautiful queen mother, she promised me, she said to me, electric oracle, Ganowa, Gabasara Mozioma, go into the world, go and pray, go and spread my good news. Spread my good news. The other day, I was even imagining what spirit was like in me. Was like, maybe I should go and buy megaphone. People that Christians, they do morning cry, move from street to street and be doing their morning cry. Maybe me too, I should also start my own traditional morning cry too. I'll be moving from street to street, spreading the good news of the Queen Mother. If it's about money, money will come. I have this life of contentment, which started since I began this journey. I am not saying I don't like good things. I do love good things, but the truth needs to be told. Money that is gotten from one's genuineness, money that is gotten from a clean hand, will give you peace of mind. We give you innermost joy. Your phone will always ring and you will feel very comfortable to pick up your phone any minute, any second, because you're not owing any human being, you're not owing any spirit. Taboo cleansing, native doctors don't do taboo cleansing. You see, taboo cleansing has a whole lot of things to do in one's life. That you as a mother, you got married, you did not stay in your husband's house, or maybe one or two issues. Let me say, issues are meaning, I am not saying the issues came from you. I'm not saying the issues came from you. Maybe one or two things made the marriage not work out. It can't be because you gave birth to children. That thing that is following you, so it will not also follow your children. Most of our stars, as most of our stars, most of our destiny, most of the things we do today, we inherit. We are a product of our family. We are a product of our lineage. That is how it is. Somebody that the family is suffering from ulcer, for example, no matter who comes, if it is in the family, it is in the family. Definitely, even innocent one that have not even come already, we all also have ulcer because it is in the lineage. It's in the blood, it's in the vein. So far, anything that is produced out of that, definitely, we also have that too. So if things are not working well, You've gone for consultation. You get as they use talk, say, even if they did not tell you directly, go and meet the person. Maybe they now told you, we will do this, we will do that to bridge this. Some native doctors will tell you, I got sagocho, I got sagi this, I got sagi that. My darling, simple. When you come out, when you come out, take the person's word, agasa, go for that consultation. Go and meet an angry person that knows what he's doing to cleanse you. Immediately you're cleansed of all the negative energy. You will see yourself, even most of the time, people that do this consultation, most of the time, immediately they finish, the following day, they will be like, as a one, do you know that after that consultation, when they slept in the night, they saw themselves, some say they see themselves being tied to like a tree, and they see somebody breaking, like cutting those ropes that we are used to tie on them. Some people will tell me, why do you know that most in my dream, I saw myself being handcuffed. Do you know that somebody came and broke those chains? Some another person will say, do you know that in my dream, I saw this, I'm just saying, I just bought a few. In my dream, I saw where I was tied and I was kept in the middle of people, and they were flogging them and chanting around them, making the person look like a slave spiritually. But that after that consultation, after the taboo cleansing, that it is just like some people came and rescued him from those people. These are the essence of taboo cleansing. It will break ties of so many things. Then when you now get money, you now start thinking about doing what? General family cleansing. Akpuaru family, Ochiolulu. Akpuaru family, Ochiolulu. This same Aru family I am talking about can also happen again if you yourself listening to me is not careful. This same Aru family I am also talking about, you man that is listening to me, that is looking for money by all means, desperately looking for money by all means, don't be the reason why your children will start looking for one or the other to come and close, or to come and spoil, or to come and destroy, or to come and repair the things that you have damaged, all in the name of you're making money, all in the name of you want to change the family's history, all in the name of you want you want your name to be heard, all in the name of how this person don't make am, that person don't make am. Why you come be say all these people are my mates? Listen and listen real good. If you think about your mates that have made it, also think about your mates too that are also in the mortuary. Also think about your mates too that has been buried long time in River. Also think about your mates too that are craving mad. Also think about your mates too. Also think about your mates that don't have shishi, they don't have a dime on them. Also think about your mates that are praying, their wish is just for them to see, even if it's one square meal. Also think about your mates too that are lying down in the hospital, that are very sick, that are eating through their lungs, that they are packing their feces and urine. When you're thinking about your mates, you're counting this person that has built this one-story building, this person that is in this country, that person that is in this other country. Think about your mates that are in this section that I just called. It will help you a whole lot and make you to be grateful to God Almighty. What I always preach is patience. To some extent, I don't always blame you people when you don't understand what I mean by having patience. Or when you tend to see it like electric oracle, maybe now because she's now more spiritual, that is why everything should no longer take things serious, she no longer takes life serious and things like that. Yeah, I don't blame you people, because at one point in my life, I was also once in your category. I wanted to make it by all means. I wanted to make it by all means. At a point that time, somebody even said to me, I will initiate you into so and so thing. And when I initiate into that thing, and when they carry drug, they go, I don't already hear drug. How like the money, how they be? They say, there's plenty more. I say, I'm interested. I'm interested. Let us start, because I want to make this money by all means. But God helping me, as the Queen Mother may have it, immediately I left that place. We already scheduled to come back after 7 days. I never made it back. I never made it back. What was even the turn off for me? The turn off for me was maybe that was also how Chukwokika Biama also used to deliver me too. The turn off for me was I went to this seer for you to see things. Immediately I was working, they say, Makwani Bonyo, Makoni Bonyo, Makoni Garon, I don't hear that one, Tete, and that one no could be me like anything. So only for me to not go inside after the consultation and everything. So he now introduced this to me. But when I left, before I even got home safe, he already called me like up to 4 or 5 times. Have you gotten home? Have you gotten home? I hope. Okay. That one I also said, okay, maybe he's just being caring as somebody that wants to, as my intending godfather. The following day, Mark called me. Then he also talked about water settlement and everything too. At least to settle my water people, appease them small for them to still give me more time. That was actually the medicine. After 2 days, he now called me again. How far now? How are you preparing for your water? This after another this, he now still called me again. Have you gotten the money? So you will send it. So I will start buying things for you. After that, I was not like this uncle no get work. In my mind, I'm just saying, he is a doctor. I am the patient. I should be the one running to him and not him running to me. That was just my total turn off. That was why I never went back. I did not go back again. Maybe, who knows? Maybe I will have been in one place like that. I won't even know. Because definitely it will not work out well. Definitely it will not scale through. My mind was just like, maybe this person is just looking for who to collect money from. You know, go be me now. How will somebody that is busy, spiritually that is busy, be having time? This is also another turn off too, that I also want people to also know. When you finish going to any spiritualist, when you finish, even if it is just for alpha consultation, and the said spiritualist start calling you on phone, maybe they tell you this one, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this, you need to do that, this is wrong, that is wrong. And the said spiritualist start calling you on phone. My brother, my sister, I'm calling you to tell you that that thing that we saw, that thing I've started disturbing, you need to do it today, tomorrow. Like that man, him himself, he said to me, you know, your spiritual husband, I'm telling you, from now he's coming to me, he's attacking me, telling me I should not do this work for you. He's not attacking me. Every time when he come, we will not be fighting. My mother, I'm like, does this man think I am dumb or what? Then I have not even started anything that has to do with my spiritual journey at all, at all. I was just a young lady looking for means of survival. Like, I want to make it by all means. It took me places. I did not go for somebody. I went for my own betterment. Only for him to now start telling me the spiritual husband is fighting him. Fighting you when you have not even done anything. Fighting you when it is just only consultation that you did for me. How funny can people be? How funny can people be? If my chi was not active in me, you know that I would have fallen prey. Even when I go to another place, I'll be telling the people, that man is very strong. He's very strong. He even saw for me, and my spiritual husband even came and started fighting him. He told me like that. He's very strong. I will not go and start boasting with something I am not sure of. Anytime you go to anywhere for any sort of spiritual work or consultation, and you leave and the person starts calling you on phone, okay, sir, let me have your number. Oh, most people, they will always electrical, let me have your number. Simple, they have my number. Okay, and they call me. And immediately they have my number. Definitely, they will flash to know. Yeah, surely that's the right number. Immediately, the number rings in my phone, and you now leave. I will now call you to start disturbing. I know they try that canteen now. I don't even have that time. I don't even have that time. Anywhere you go to, if your spiritual guide is not active, let me start activating it for you. Anywhere you go to, and the person starts calling you on phone for a reminder, they are not even, a spiritualist is not the one to remind you that you have a problem. If you have a problem, it is you that is having the problem that will remind yourself that this problem is still there. This problem needs to be solved, and not the other way around. Come on, I know they allow people. They will not come and tell you, I went to one place like that one day. The Dibia, when I got to the place, I don't know now whether he was trying to make it be say in the work. I be make it be saying they do waiting. The next thing in my presence is taking phone. He's calling one lady like that. He say, that thing is becoming serious. You need to do it now. Send that money now. Send that money. According to them, they discussed, I think, 100 and something thousand. The person now said the person has only 35,000. He now say, send the 35,000. Let us start with the 35,000 naira. In my mind, I'm not like, this one is even work at beginning. I be uncle, they find money when one use feed the family. 35,000 naira with 100 and something. How will it tally? How will it work? Which magic is the uncle doing? I don't understand. How? In my mind, it was just a total turn off. Okay, I don't come beside, I don't come. Make it no come still be like, say, I not do anything. What do you want me to? I said, let us do consultation. After the consultation, which one are we doing? I said, I will come back. I will come back. Let me have your number. I said, no, sir, I already know I will come back. I don't want to be disturbing you on phone. You know, you're always busy. That's why you use carry my two legs. Waka go. I did not go back again. That is called common sense. Common sense. They always say common sense is not common. Yeah. But at least always make use of your initiative once. I'll stop here for today. I don't know if you guys have any question or if there is anywhere you want me to throw more light on. So you ask me, let me answer before we round up. If you have any questions, if there is anything I thought that seemed confusing to you, I want you to ask me questions. Then if there is also something you don't also understand from today's teaching, also ask me the question. And if there is a topic, if there is something that has been bothering you that you want us to trash out in our next class, I also want you to do what? Drop the topic. If I look at it and I see is a topic that will benefit everybody, simple, I'll do what? I'll trash the topic. So I'll treat the topic, sorry. So but we all will also benefit from it. So now it's question time. Let me know your questions. Ask me questions. So ask me questions. Ask me questions. I've come to the end of today's live stream. So I'm expecting your questions. I'll just give like let me just say like a minute if there is no question coming up. So we can call it a day. So we can call it a day. If there are no questions coming up, so we can call it a day. Okay, so far so good. I believe the teaching was self-explanatory. I tried the little way I can. I believe I tried the little way I can. So let's call it a day for today. Ka Chukwu okike abịama ekekere eluigwe kele ụwa. Ka Chukwu okike abịama gọzie unu ncha niile. Gọzie unu n'Eke, gọzie unu n'Orie, gọzie unu n'Afọ, gọzie unu na Nkwọ, gọzie unu n'ahịa na-anọ n'ụbọchị na-anọ. Ka Chukwu okike abịama meghe anyị ime mmụọ. Meghe anyị anya anyị ga-eji aghọta onwe anyị. Nye anyị ogologo ndụ na arụ isi ike. Nye anyị ihe akụ ihe enwenwe. Ezi nchekwaba. Everything good eja supplement life. Ka echiche obi anyị bụ echiche ọma bịa na mmejupụta. Ka izu ọhụrụ a anyị na-abanye, anyị ga-akpata akụ, nwere akụ. Ihe akụ agaghị eri isi anyị. Akụ anyị kpatara agaghị atọ na mba. Akụ anyị kpatara ga-eso anyị ruo obe nne na nna anyị, ruo obe di anyị. Anyị emepụta ife ụwa na-afụ anya. Chidimma dị, ndị mmadụ ajụ anyị ka echi unu na-efe. Ndị mmadụ esoro anyị esiri maka omume ọma anyị, esiri maka ịdị mma anyị. Mata na ike dị na mmiri. Mata na mmiri abụrụ ọgwụ. Mata na mmiri enwere ebe ọ na-aga. Mata na mmiri anara enwe onye iro. Soro anyị baba febechi anyị na-efe. Ka ekekere eluigwe kele ụwa. Mee ka okwu niile si m n'ọnụ pụta n'ụbọchị nke taa. Ka ọ bịa na mmejupụta. N'afa Chukwu okike abịama. Ndị mmiri, ndị ala, ndị ikuku na ndị ọkụ ise. Yagazienwo. See you guys in my next video. See you guys same time, same week. Bye. Sis Kamal. Bye. I'll call you. God bless you too.